have learned to be silent for the talkative, tolerant to the intolerant, and kind to the unkind. Yet strange, I am ungrateful to those teachers. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. I am Eve Woods, a domestic violence counselor for battered women. I provide a safe, judgment-free environment for victims to discuss their situation without interruption. I encourage them to embrace the topic, and I help them identify their strengths and weaknesses. I give hope and belief to people that feel they are constantly living in fear, and there is no way out.
Charlotte 911, this is Savannah. What's your emergency?
Help me, please.
Ma'am, what's your name? Are you in danger?
Yes, please, help me.
Ma'am, I'm dispatching
Hurry,
units to you
send
now.
someone now.
Ma'am, I'm dispatching units to you now.
Why are you doing this to me, Daniel? Stop it, please.
Ma'am, I need you to stay on the line. Keep the door
don't
locked
do this.
and don't hang up the phone.
Love me, God.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Look, I know this is difficult for you, so feel free to take a moment if you need to, okay? Now, what I need you to do is to relax, take a deep breath, and start from the beginning.
Well, I admit, I made some bad choices concerning men. I just have a bad understanding of what to look for in people, you know?
He would say things like, I was lucky to be with him, or he could do so much better than me. He was verbally abusive, and he played a lot of mind games.
He would tell me my friends weren't really my friends.
Only called me by names: fat, lazy, stupid, disgusting. And I started to believe him.
I let that man just walk all over my boundaries.
And no matter what I did, I was always walking on eggshells.
There was one time when we were over at a friend's house and he swore I was flirting with his friend. I will never forget the look he gave me. I just knew he was pissed, and I knew he was gonna approach me about it. So I played it cool the rest of the day. We hung out, but as soon as we got home, I made sure to send the children back out. I told them that I had left my bag at our friend's house and that I needed them to run back up there and get it for me. As soon as they were gone, as soon as the door closed behind them, he attacked me.
To hear some of these stories of abuse and to see how it affects people, it amazes me at how many variables there are in a domestic violent environment. Most perpetrators possess an aggressive personality, suffer from depression, and can be very controlling. However, most cases begin emotionally. They start out by gaining your trust, then they begin tearing down your self-esteem. As the relationship progresses, violence will become a factor.
I remember him wrapping a chain around my throat and choking me until I could barely breathe.
He beat me carelessly, punching me over and over again in the head, and I knew he was trying to knock me out or kill me.
I was beaten to the point that no one could recognize me. I was in a coma for 4 months.
When I wasn't that submissive woman that he wanted me to be, he would start kicking me and punching me. And when that wasn't good enough, the bastard had cut me and burned me.
While he was beating me, he became angrier and angrier. Then he went and got his gun, placed it in my mouth, and said that I've been lying to him and that I deserve to die. and shooting me through my lying mouth only made sense.
What did I do to deserve that? Why me? Why?
I sat there and allowed him to abuse me in so many ways. Physically,
Mentally.
Emotionally, spiritually,
Financially.
and sexually.
He used to break all of the furniture in the house by driving my body into it like I was his own personal wrecking ball.
And I tried to get away, but when you're looking around and you're slipping in pools of your own blood everywhere, you start to lose hope. Finally, I collapsed against the wall.
1 in every 4 women will experience domestic violence in their lifetime. More than 60% of these incidents happen within the home. Domestic violence is a very difficult situation to escape. It usually doesn't occur suddenly or in an isolated situation, but within all age ranges, ethnic groups, and economic backgrounds. The perpetrators are more than likely to use drugs or alcohol and may have been abused themselves as a child.
Show me what you learned in class today.
Here we have Jessica, and although it's not the worst case I've seen, it is the most discouraging.
Show you how to add integers, like negative 11 plus negative 1 equals negative 12.
Negative 12. Are you sure about that? Do it again. Let me see.
Negative 13.
That's right, baby. That's good. Go on and do the next one, okay?
You didn't expect to see me so soon, huh?
Oh, baby, I didn't know you were out. Look, I would have made something for you. You should have called me. Look, let me just get something.
You call the police on me?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
You call the police on me? You call the police?
Stop.
You call the police on me?
Leave me alone. I'm sorry.
What are you looking at? Do your homework.
Leave him alone.
I used to think that it was me. That I'd done something wrong or that I was being punished for something I did in the past. He used to chase me around the neighborhood. He broke my nose and my collarbone. He fractured my jaw in 4 places. I became so depressed that I thought about committing suicide. I didn't see any other way out. The only reason I didn't do it was because I didn't want to leave my son out here in this world alone. I didn't want him to think that this is the way men are supposed to act. One day, he called my mother's house.
Jessica, if you tell anybody what happened, I will rape you and your mother and make your bastard son watch. And if that ain't enough, I will cut your bodies into pieces and smell them as they burn.
And the worst part about it is, he's still out there somewhere. I wake up every day knowing that this is the day he's coming for me and my son.
It's so easy for people who haven't been abused to tell you to just block it out, forget about it, or just move on. But the fact of the matter is, you can never fully block out the memories. You never forget. You can't judge someone not unless you walk in their shoes. I've been counseling women for 8 years, and it's hard not to bring these cases home with me. You wonder, how could these women never see it coming? But tonight,
Daniel? Daniel, are you here? Daniel. Daniel? Daniel? Are you here? What are you doing? What the hell is wrong
What am I
with you?
doing? What's wrong with me? Huh? The question is, Eve, what have you done? Huh? Answer me. You know what? I'm gonna work you out real good. You never trusted your sister.
Oh, but you're crazy!
I'm so
No!
Come here. Shut up. You like showers, huh? Huh? You think you better than me now, huh? Did you make a living more money? Huh? Who you think I was down when you ain't have nothing? Ah! Huh? You got a nerve to cheat on me? I can't believe you. Ah! Get your ass up. Get up.
Please, stop!
Can't believe it.
Please, stop!
Huh?
No!
Shut up. Shut your ass up. Ah! I'm the man around here. This will be the last time you disrespect me. Come here. Bring her here. Shut up. Shut up. Bring her.
Stop it, Daniel! Why are you doing this?
Open this damn door now, Eve. I cannot wait.
Hang up the phone.
No! No!
Shut up. Bring her. Come here. Come here.
God, how could this possibly be happening to me? I mean, what have I done to deserve such an awful curse? Cecilia Ahern wrote, "We all get lost once in a while, sometimes by choice, sometimes due to forces beyond our control. And now I must hide my scars from the world because of the shame that I now feel." This could happen to anyone. But never in a million years did I ever think this could happen to me.
I know this is difficult for you, so feel free to take a moment if you need to. Okay? Deep breath. Relax. Start from the beginning.
You know, at first, he used to be a really nice guy. You know?
I will never forget the look he gave me.
He became angrier and angrier.
I remember him choking me until I could barely breathe.
Punching me over and over again in the head.
His breath on my face.
Finally, I collapsed against the wall.